Prepper channel. Today I just have a quick gear review for you. Several pieces of gear that you may want to have with you in your vehicle, especially if you have kids. First of all, a travel potty. It's just a little seat that folds up, sticks in a bag. Along with it in the bag are several of these liners. It's just a plastic bag with some absorbent material in there, absorbed liquid. The kid can do his or her business. You tie it up and you toss it in the trash. I got these from Amazon. I'll try to put the link below for you, from Kalencom. It can even be used in a pinch by an adult. Just have to use a little creativity because this absorbent material can only absorb but so much liquid. Next, of course, food and drink, whatever works for you and your family. But I found that sweets are not really the best thing to keep people happy if you're stuck somewhere for a significant period of time. Some healthy food, like these oat crackers, they'll keep people filled up for an extended period of time. They are a little bit dry, so you're definitely going to want some water, and I find that some applesauce pouches go really well with that as well. I did a lot of research on first aid kits. This is not a trauma kit, this is more just a boo-boo kit, but it's pretty complete. I'll put the link for this down below, also from Amazon. One thing I like about this is it has this save a tooth device. It's just a jar of some substance that if somebody's tooth gets knocked out, you store it in there. It's going to help keep the tooth preserved until you can get to the dentist and potentially get the tooth reattached. Radios for 2 or more vehicles traveling in convoy. I used these on a couple of cross-country trips with my wife. These are Dakota Alert MURS radios, and they are, one thing I like about them is simplicity of use. If you have people that aren't particularly technically inclined, or you have children that are going to use these, they're pretty simple, not a lot of buttons to use. The other thing is that you're not going to hear other traffic as opposed to if you're using the FRS or GMRS radios. These, in 2 cross-country trips, I only once very faintly heard any other communication coming across the MURS bandwidth. A couple of flashlights for you. One is just a 9-volt flashlight. I think this is called block light. It's quite bright. You got 2 settings, a lower setting and a bright setting. What I particularly like about these, though, is just their how long the batteries last. You can. I actually did a test with these, switched them on and saw how long they lasted. I lost track of how many days it was. I think it was maybe a week running on conventional 9-volt batteries and maybe 10 days with a lithium battery like I have here. When you buy them, they sometimes come shrink wrapped, and that way you don't have to worry about the little switch being pushed on. You can just store it brand new and shrink wrapped in your bug out bag, and then whenever you need it, you can peel the shrink wrap off, and you're good to go. But if you give it to kids, if they accidentally leave it on, it's usually not a big deal because they do last for so long. The other thing is that smoke alarms typically start chirping about their battery being low well before the battery is exhausted. So it's a good way to get the most out of those batteries that you're changing out of your smoke alarms, which you should be changing out frequently, right? And you can continue to use them in flashlights. This flashlight is the LED Lenser. It says joggled on it. I think it's supposed to be a jogging headlamp. Because it is so lightweight, it uses only 1 AAA batteries. Only 1 AAA battery. You hit the button here, and it turns on, and it's adequate. It's not super bright, but it's very lightweight. It's very small. This is a little belt pouch. What I really like about this is the blue lights on the back. I took this with me to some Army training, and I lent it to the physician for my unit. And one unexpected benefit was that whenever we were trying to find that physician, as we were running around the Humvees that were bringing up the simulated casualties to our treatment area, was that if anybody ever needed to find the doc, they could just look for those blue lights on the back of his head. And so if you were in some situation where your family was trying to keep track of you or children are trying to follow their parent, all they got to do is look for the blue lights. And the last thing I thought I'd throw in here, I haven't actually used this myself. All the rest is very well-tested gear. But this is just a USB drive with Wikipedia downloaded onto it. If we were ever had to be away from our home for a significant period of time, I could continue my children's education even if the internet is down. So, a few things there. I'll try to find as many of them as I can and post the links below. Thanks for watching.